everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another Halloween film review, and this one is on Sinister 2. Now, as you know, Sinister 2 was a 2015 supernatural horror film that was meant to be the sequel to the 2012 horror film Sinister that I reviewed a few years ago. So, after watching Sinister and after being inspired by Ryan Hollander's review on Sinister 2, I decided to pick up a copy on Blu-ray for my review for my Halloween reviews. After sitting down to watch it, I think the film isn't great, but it's not as bad as what people made it out to be. So the premise of the film is meant to follow former sheriff deputy so-and-so who is now a private investigator. So I think so-and-so's character does work because, in the first film he was a bit in a minor role, but here we do see him now being a bit more cautious about the murders that happened back in the first film. And after what happened to Alison Oswald during the events of the first film, we do kind of see how, so-and-so is now more cautious and now more willing to try and prevent any future problems from basically Bagul. And we do kind of see how, he later learns that one of the houses that he tries to kind of wipe out is basically being lived in by Courtney and her two sons, Dylan and Zach. So we kind of see that, Courtney is trying to escape her abusive husband. And when I think the point of Dylan and Zach are meant to be two different counterparts. Like, when you have the ghost children trying to encourage Dylan, we see how Dylan takes every step he can to prevent from becoming something worse like his father. And you do see how, Zach kind of slowly becomes more and more sort of corrupted and getting worse as the film sort of goes on as. And I think what I give the film credit is that, when you do see how so-and-so gets to know more about the kids, it's him being more understanding, considerate, and getting to know them better. And we do kind of see how, when him and Courtney do talk with each other, so-and-so knows that he basically messed up his sort of life as a sort of deputy sheriff, but it's him trying to make amends, feeling responsible, and knowing that, what happened to his friend Alison is him wanting to prevent any future problems. I think the film isn't bad, but it still copies elements a bit too much from the first film. I think it's sort of suggested that basically the sort of ghost entity Bagul is getting more smarter, knowing what to use for his kind of methods, and we do kind of see how, the other ghost children act more like his minions and lackey. And there was also one character I was hoping to pop up, was Alison's daughter, Ashley. So it would have been nice to see her being used, and maybe her sort of being a sort of new, ghost-like entity. I don't know if this was because maybe the actress got a little too older, but they could have brought her back or had a different actress to play her, saying basically, I also had something similar happen to me, but I enjoyed it. Like showing how, to make her like a counterpart to Dylan, trying to kind of persuade him to kind of become one of them. I think, Sinister 2 isn't a bad idea. I think, there is talks about doing a sort of potential sequel and a potential crossover with Insidious. I'm just hoping they're not gonna kind of make the film too much like a Paranormal Activity clone, doing similar mistakes that Paranormal Activity at times made. So I think this film definitely deserves a thumbs in the middle. Well, it's not the best one, not the greatest. You can tell tell the heart and soul of the first film is still there, but it's just trying to kind of find its identity when it doesn't really know when it needed to. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.